particular show, I saw season 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, when did season 1 come out? Do we have a date? It feels like a long time ago, but not too long ago.
It's been out. It's had 6 seasons.
It's had 6 seasons, but I stumbled across episode season 1, and I was like, "Oh, this is good."
What, recently or
No.
Right.
At the time, so I think it was before season 2
Right.
was due to come out, or before it got renewed.
2020.
2020, right? Oh shit, COVID.
Yeah.
That's why. All right, cool. And I was like, but you know, it's like that time we were all so in tune with hearing a pin drop.
Yeah.
Because we were all inside.
Yeah.
You can't go outside. There's nothing to do. Everyone's on their phone. All these social media platforms got the most engagement they probably had in decades because we're all on our phone. I watched this show. I was like, yo, this show's pretty dope. I like the concept.
I did.
Because it makes you think. It makes you check for yourself. I like things that make me check for myself, whether it's a film or whatever, where it's like, does it make me feel good?
Self-reflection.
Coming out the cinema? Yeah.
It makes you think about the
You
way
know what
you
I'm saying?
move. Yeah.
Or how do I move? Can I do something better? Or how do I communicate with people? This, that, for anyway. What's the show? I was like, I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
But I took my eye off the ball because I thought it was like a one and done thing, experiment. And then I'm in a group chat where they are on this reality TV stuff.
Hard.
But I'm like, whatever. Certain things they talk about, I don't care. And obviously we watch, we don't hide that we check Love Island. Now you've thrown Maya Jama in the mix, we definitely watch Love Island. Shout out to Stormzy. Now, season 6, they're talking about this season 16. I was like, whatever, man. And I was like, hang on a minute. I think I've watched this thing before. Go on. Dum. Oh, shit. This is what they're talking about.
Yeah, because season 1 was iconic.
Right.
So what we
And
talking
the other
about?
seasons weren't all that, to be honest with you. But what
Did
was
season 1 peak?
No, season 1 was dope.
Is that the peak?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and everything else is trying to catch that.
Yeah, this one came out of the blocks.
Well, obviously we're talking about Love is Blind.
Hello.
Okay, what is the premise of that show? What's the synopsis?
So it follows a social experiment where single men and women are basically looking for love. They get engaged, and this is all. They all form a relationship in pods. So they have series of dates and stuff, and then they populate relationships and form relationships without seeing the other person. So they're just talking, chatting, getting to know each other without any visuals or anything like that.
I just want to get to know.
Yeah, and then eventually they'll get engaged.
Yeah.
And then it's like, boom, we're doing this.
And then they go outside
They
again.
go outside, they see each other, and then it all just kicks off.
Which leads me to the question.
It's like it's an enhanced version of Blind Date on steroids.
How important is physical attraction to us?
We're podding, right?
We're podding.
Keeping it real. That's what we do. This is a safe space.
Let's keep
Only
it up
4 of
there.
us here.
Let's keep it 100.
I think you're lying to yourself if you say it doesn't have any implications in regards to how you move.
Yeah.
Like, I know people have this thing and it sounds very nice to say.
It's nice to say, but it's not realistic.
This whole we are the world type shit.
We are the
That
world.
like, oh no, I'm personality before their looks. You keep telling yourself and trying to convince yourself that. I think it's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, imagine someone comes up to you and goes, oh my gosh, your girl's ugly. You're going to feel some type of way.
And then in your head, you're like,
I mean,
but
someone
you've never
shouldn't
spoke
say
to her
that.
to know she's got a heart of gold. But they don't see her heart of gold. They just looking at her and they're like, Rob, brother.
Let's be
everything
serious.
okay?
You've seen the buff woman with the ugly guy walking down the street. And you're like, Raw, how did he...
But Kiesha, I don't think, with that what you said, I don't think it matters about what guys look like with women.
That's where we treat them good.
I think a man, just off top, I think a man just needs to have something about him and money. And he pretty much can navigate in a certain way.
Look at Drizzy's face.
Like I'm saying, like Kiesha just said, you see a lot of women with ugly dons. Let's keep it a buck.
No,
The compensation is he's probably got money.
While I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just...
Thinking about
I was just
situations.
dealing with this subject like a boxing round where I was just jabbing just to see, but you just went straight just to
because
KO.
Straight
All
for
right, cool.
uppercut.
so you're all right. So we say 50-50 attraction.
I think, look, I'm all about balance, bro. You can't have imbalance or nothing. You can't have someone who's mad buff and their attitude stinks. They make makeup for the outside, not the inside.
facts.
So, like, do you know what I mean? But then you can't have someone who's heart of gold and they are the we are the world people and, you know, make that change, that stuff.
Yeah.
But then, you know.
If I think about when I met my wife, which is in reality, it's not like what I did, not like what the contestants on Love is Blind did. Yeah. I was 100% attracted to what she looked like, first of all.
Right. And then, while speaking to her and communicating with her, you realise her personality matches up to how she looks. So she looks even more beautiful, whatever, and attractive because her personality matches up with how she looks.
Well, based on that though, if me and her was in a pod, I'd probably still be attracted to her just by talking to her.
That's cute.
I probably would be.
Aww.
Don't do that.
No, that's so cute.
No, just based on the way that we related. We're similar. Wow. We have similar outlooks. Yeah. We are in.
Intro. Siri, play Celine Dion.
God. Can we get the dance over?
No, that is really cute.
We need the ghost version.
I'm sorry. That is
Ghost. When it used to do them Celine Dion covers, bro. Ghost had that market locked, you know. Sure, go ahead though.
Sorry.
To interject.
No.
Kiesha.
How many couples came out? How many couples got engaged? 5?
This season?
Yeah, this season.
5. All of them, huh?
Jimmy and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Johnny and Amy.
Yeah.
Kenneth and Brittany. Kenneth.
Oh, so I thought you said, I don't want to say Kenneth. I was like,
Clay and AD.
Bro, can I be honest with you?
Whoa.
I'm surprised you noticed AD.
Bro,
Based on your track record,
AD's buff.
surprised you noticed AD.
What, because I like white girl? Nah, that's fine. I don't know.
Get back on set, Drizzy.
I hate you. And Jeremy and Laura. So let's talk about. I hate that, man.
Sorry, no.
Do you know what it was? You know what it is, right? AD. She turned around
After dark.
She turned around, and she's attractive, but she's in shape. I think she's absolutely gorgeous, and that stigma that you're giving to me is absolutely atrocious.
What?
That stigma that it's just white.
No. I was just playing off the last episode where we was talking about growing up and crushes, and you was naming everyone but. And I was like, hang on a minute, it's a bit of a you know what I mean, trend going on here.
No, I love them all.
That's all.
No, I love them all. So let's talk about Jimmy and Chelsea. Yeah. Jimmy, first he had 2 girls onto him. He had
Chelsea and
Jessica. What?
My humble opinion, which is all I can give.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be with either of them.
Really?
Wait, isn't she Megan Fox?
I like that she set that up. Isn't she?
Yeah.
You're right. She is not.
The thing is, Kiesha, is why would you tell Jimmy that people tell you that you look like Megan Fox?
Do you know what it is?
And this is a show about not telling people what you look like.
Let me say why. Because she knows regardless of not seeing somebody, she knows her personality wasn't enough or the conversations wasn't enough to draw him in. So she gave him a visual fantasy of what she could possibly resemble.
Right, to draw him in.
Every man I know likes Megan Fox.
Yeah, it's generic.
Post-surgery.
Yeah, post-surgery, yeah.
We got better ones out there, though.
There are better ones.
Fair enough.
There are better
Transformers,
ones.
the first one, yeah.
There are better ones, but okay.
Let's talk of that, yeah.
But yeah. She did that because she knows also that she's just a psycho bitch as well.
Do you think that she did that because she knew that
because she wasn't enough?
Jessica was onto him and Jessica looks 20 times better than her.
Possibly.
Man
Possibly.
said,
Because it's a
She gameplayed.
on a
She
terri-
gameplayed.
on a
She tried to lure
territorial
him
team.
in and say, I look like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
What guy wouldn't be like, you know what? Megan Fox. Rah, okay.
Yeah.
because you know what the game changer would have been.
That's why it didn't work for her.
Jessica then says to him randomly while he's kicking in her heart, she goes, "Oh yeah, you know what's funny? Back in the where we stay with the rest of the girls, someone asked me if I'm related to Salma Hayek. You know that would have made him go." Sorry. Get into Morgan mode.
Morgan mode.
Now he's chilling.
Yeah.
Talk to me, darling.
But then he went through that. Remember, he went through that stage where Jessica told him that she had a child, and then the same day, Chelsea told him that she was already married. He went through it that day.
I am Team Jimmy. I don't know what it was about him.
Yeah.
Now let me not say that because Jimmy just sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Jay.
Good old Jimmy.
I was
Jimmy.
But you can't be Team Jimmy. Jimmy's condoms.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But it's just saying it too many times. It sounds
No,
weird after a while.
isn't condoms Johnny's?
Jimmy's.
Both.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
both.
Jimmy.
I think
hats.
around there they say Jimmy's because
Jimmy.
Made
hats.
irrelevant.
I don't know about condoms. I don't. That's
of
not
course.
mine.
Sorry,
Same.
Joe, you sound like you wanted to say something.
No, I'm
Okay,
good.
all right.
I'm chilling.
I was TJ.
Contraception Joe.
Yeah. CJ.
No, we got a new nickname for Joe. CJ.
Hey, don't start. Don't start. We could,
See Jizzle. Oh wait,
I don't want to smoke, Joe. I don't
Yeah,
want to
hey.
go there. No, we're good.
CJ in the house.
Hey, fam, listen, fam. Listen, there's only one guy called, only two people I know that go by Drizzy, so someone definitely was called a different name in the bed.
All right.
Well, damn. And silence.
Yo, what an episode so far.
I'm okay, yeah? There's no holes or nothing, huh?
Bullet wounds everywhere.
Sorry, just switch. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're Team Jimmy.
Team Jimmy.
Yeah, because there was something about him that he had this kind of like, not I don't want to say Jack the Lad, but he
had good
seemed like a
swagger.
cool person.
Right. His hairline was atrocious. Bro.
Atrocious. It's still in yesterday. But the thing is, though, is that he, my one critique of him, there was others, but I think the main critique, which I think set him up for the rest to be like stumbling and getting up or something, when Jessica got the confidence to say to him, I have a child.
Yeah.
He did let me tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. So let me tell you what you want to hear, which is, like it's cool. Just say, you know what, ideally, because I've said this on the pod many a times, ideally, my babes is someone who hasn't got a child. It's not because I don't want children, it's just because I've seen, it's not me being naive or me being ignorant to it. It's just I've seen what my brethren have gone through when they've been with a lady or a lady's been with a guy who has a child outside of their relationship and how the dynamics is very awkward. I've seen that.
It definitely wasn't his preference.
But can
And
we
he
not
should have
fake
told
the,
her that.
Yeah.
But can we not fake the funk? Most men don't want children out. They want their own children.
No, but it depends because you might have kids and then you meet up with the love of your life and she's got kids. So you both have kids outside of the relationship. That works.
True, but not when
I've
one
seen
does
that
and one
work,
doesn't.
And it's one of the best households I go to. It works.
Yeah.
But it was imbalanced because Jessica said it and Jimmy hasn't got any and Jimmy told her what he felt she wanted to hear. He should have told her what she needs to hear, which is, I don't know how I would handle that situation.
Yeah.
But because he told her that, because it led to what? It led to that letter. And it was like, brother, that letter, if you had told her, set her straight, you might not have got that letter because then that made him feel mad guilty. That's all. Like it's a knock-on effect. It was dominoes.
Yeah, but I would have just chosen Jessica.
Aesthetically, Jessica is, but I think she's too much for him though.
Yeah, she was.
Looks like she'll punch
She's
him in
too
his
nice
face
for him.
when she sleeps when he's in bed.
She was,
I wouldn't trust her next to me.
Johnny and Amy was the happy ever after couple. They were like, they didn't have no drama.
Nothing.
They got married. I thought when I was watching it, they were gonna get married. It was just pretty much.
You know, bad man don't cry, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
When the dad was in the room and he was like,
Yeah.
He
did the speech.
Yo, I was like this. I was watching. I was like, shit. Hang on. Hold on.
yeah. It was deep. It
That-
was deep.
that
It was
just cut
deep.
Onions. I still got on my hands or something. I was
was
like,
deep.
yo,
It was
this is
deep.
too much.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Shout out to, he was like, I don't, he's like, I was very apprehensive of you going here.
Yeah.
And this experiment, but now I can see he loves you as much as I love you. And
Yeah,
he's
it's
now
deep.
part of the family. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be part of that family. So shout out to them. They kept it good. They were good.
What about Kenneth and Brittany?
Kenneth and Brittany.
Let's skip them and let's go to the next. Let's get back to them.
Really?
Yeah. Let's get back to them.
All right,
Let's go with someone else.
What are you saying?
Okay, let's go to a man like the Gongargan, man like Jeremy and Lauren. Yeah?
Jeremy and mate, Jeremy was a mess. Jeremy was with Laura.
Well, he wasn't a mess because his kitchen, his apartment, his house and that was immaculate state, bro.
Yeah, but you see what happened with them, is that Laura, I didn't like her.
Really?
Yeah, Laura was, she's the worst type of woman to be with. You're right. She's the worst type of woman to be with because she's got too much masculinity in her. And I could, and the way that, like, when I was watching the program, she was just like, she made that list on pros and cons list. I'm like, why are you making the list? Like, why can't you have a relationship with a person just based on what you like about them and improve everything else? Like, when I met my wife, there's certain things that she didn't like about me originally, but I grew into certain things and I changed my ways and I did certain things.
Yeah, but that's because you was prepared to do that. Whereas I think you did that when you were younger. These people here are more set in their ways because they've had more life experience.
Right.
And I think for her, she just knew what she wanted. And I disagree. I think he was a piece of shit because he did not want her. He didn't. He didn't want her.
You think he was playing a game?
Yeah, he was playing a game. And also, have you guys seen the reunion?
Yeah.
My guy was stuttering. He could not give an answer. And we know they linked up. We know he linked up with the other girl and they did the thing. Yeah. It's obvious, but they're sticking hard by their story.
Well, the thing is,
he just dropped her off, man.
He looks like with Laura, he was getting pot noodles.
He was getting badded up.
But then with Sarah, she was giving him like rice and peas. Like you see Sarah's solid, you know.
Yeah,
you see that?
solid.
You see that? So the girl that he's now seeing is Sarah, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he has no choice. Both of them have no choice but to make that work now. You see how they're like, oh, we've moved in together. Da, da, da. They have to force that relationship to work now.
That's true.
Because otherwise, he's done all that, this, that, and the other to be a dickhead. I mean, I could give
What was funny? They just said to each other, whoa, this ain't working out. And to be honest, Laura was very, she was very aggressive with it. He was calm. Okay, granted, what Kiesha's saying, I agree with what she's saying, but he still had a certain calm demeanor about it while he was talking to her. He's like, screw you and my parents, and God forbid I let you hold my dog. Fuck your dog, man. Your dog is not a rite of passage if I hold your dog.
But all right, I don't agree with that either, but you have to remember some people's pets are just like...
but she was making it such a big thing. Like, if you don't hold my dog, it can't work.
She was the one that made the issue of him wearing an Hawaiian shirt and...
Little thing picking up. That's his personality. And then Sarah comes into the picture.
Yeah, but
they go to have a little talk. Bro, next thing I see them just jump on the jet ski.
Yeah.
It's almost like they just fucked off.
Right in front of their faces as well.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right in front of their faces. And for her to be like, oh no, I didn't do it. I didn't DM you because of that. You definitely did.
Do you think that was produced, that part?
It was
possibly.
It was gangster.
It was enhanced.
The jet ski thing.
The jet ski thing, like... Yeah, that's mad. Literally,
and she's
spraying
sitting on the edge of the beach, talking about the situation, and I'm like, they don't even
literally
care.
jet skiing right past Laura and spraying her.
Bruv, gone.
And the thing is as well, they weren't silent. They were like, woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, she looked like
Okay, should you, as a man that's engaged, and someone else that likes you, should you be accepting DMs from that person?
If you accept them, then you have to show your partner them and let your partner know, look, babes, this DM's coming.
Yeah.
You know, hold on, wait a minute.
That's what
backtrack.
That's what
this
happened.
just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Are you giving the real answer or the right answer?
No. This just reminded me of something. Because I struggle with this at times where I'm scared to open up to people because I'm worried they're going to weaponize stuff.
Yeah,
and
later on down the line.
Because we skated over this. Let's go back to Jimmy and Chelsea. Jimmy told Chelsea, I have some female friends, and one of them just so happens to, and our friendship grew because I put in a great session. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. And they had their argument, and she bowled that son of a bitch right up, and she went pow in his face and threw it back in his face. And she's like, "Well, this is why I didn't want you to go out because I know you fucked her." And it's like, whoa, hang on a minute. I told you that because I want to be transparent with you.
Yeah.
Like I've had.
She got issues though,
brother.
There was a lot of things he was transparent about and patient about and willing to apologize, even though it wasn't him. And she would always come back and be like, yeah, but you did, like fake crying and all that. She's
pissing
nuts.
me off. Now, the reason why I can relate to this is I've been in a situation where I've dated two people and they're friends.
Right.
There's a certain level of friendship there.
Right.
Acquaintances, however you want to call it. But I chose my being took more towards another person than it did the other person. I then made the executive decision to tell the other person that I was being more drawn towards.
Right.
This person and I have never done anything. I just thought I have to tell him that right now because I don't want us to take it further. And then the other person who's basically no longer in this equation tries to add some spice to a situation that wasn't anything.
Right.
And try to make me look like a dickhead.
Right. Oh, that's nice of you, Drizzy.
So I just thought I have to make the executive decision to say that because it could be awkward if someone says something to someone else before you tell them and they give that. Come on, bro. If it doesn't come direct for you, you know how many hands get into a story.
It's peak.
So I didn't like the fact that she did that. But anyway, back to Laura and Jeremy.
Yeah, just look. What I got from that whole situation with Laura and Jeremy is obviously Kiesha mentioned it that she just knew what she wanted to be, who she wanted to be with. I just felt like she came across very overbearing and mean girlish, and I wouldn't want to be around that type of girl, or I wouldn't invest my time with someone like that because I'd just be badding them up all the time. I ain't got time for that.
And it makes you look crazy.
And it makes you look crazy because then you're the guy that you're the aggressive don. Kenneth and Brittany, let's go. Okay. Interracial relationships. She was...
Just letting you know I don't like AD. From that conversation at the there was a conversation that
she had with Kenneth at the
AD
bar.
had with Kenneth at the bar.
She was like, so how
and she was like,
work when you go back to the hood?
Yeah. And like just made it about race.
She said, oh, do you know something about raising mixed race children?
Do you know, can she raise mixed kids? And I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah. yeah, that was a bit...
Like, what the hell? And do you know what?
Was that malicious? Do you think that was a malicious thing?
I think it was shady and malicious because maybe she thought that she's seen him and she maybe kind of likes him. My thing is she went out there to plant a seed and she knows as a black man in America, those things are important.
Yeah.
And she went there to plant her seed and it worked. Because from there, my guy changed.
To get him to plant a seed.
Do you think that was it? Do you think that was it?
From there, he changed.
Right.
From there, he changed.
Right.
You could see a complete shift in his behaviour, how he was talking with her, physical touch, everything was different.
It's so sad.
You see him when he was on the boat?
Yeah. Remember that on the boat?
Just hearing waves.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
That was
awkward.
You know what? At one point, I thought, did I turn the volume down? And I turned it up, and it's like, oh, and I hit rewind. Cause I was like, it was literally just, and then she was, bless her cotton socks, was like trying to, and then she's like, oh, dolphins, or did he see it? And he's like, oh my gosh,
and they both were like, and he was like, oh, I didn't want to get excited about it, but he was holding back on purpose.
You might be right, Kiesha, because when you think about what happened at the reunion and they had this whole discussion about they're still friends, they talk to each other every day.
They have the key components for them to actually have a relationship.
Like, why are you fighting that? Like, why are you trying to? Because she's white and you're black. Stop doing that.
You know what? Yeah, I dismissed Kenneth straight away. As soon as I first saw him, I was like, "Bun him."
Really? Why?
Serious?
Because I felt he was like a piece of furniture there until I see him walk into the pod, and I was like, "Oh, hang on a minute, what's going on here then?" And then when he started speaking, first of all, brother, with all due respect, and I know black don't crack, you're at least 55, my G. There's no way you're 25.
He's got
25.
He said he's like 25.
He's 25, yeah.
Brother, you've seen a lot of things.
About 100.
He's a head teacher. Was.
He's a principal. He's a principal.
Yeah.
Right term as principal. Yeah?
I was head girl at school.
But I started rooting. I was rooting for him. And then I was like,
I was too.
I respect how he was talking and he was being honest about certain things. And I was like, all right, I'm rooting for this guy. So he went from bottom of the list for me to like, you know what, brother? I'm rooting for you and the other brother who we'll get to shortly.
Yeah.
Brittany I think she was the best one there.
Brittany was calm.
She was,
She's hot.
She was meaty. She had
so
meat on her.
And you know what it is?
Happy for him.
Yeah. I think it's his loss, to be honest with you, because she seems like a great woman.
But there were little things she was doing that even was getting me a little
like what?
Relaxed.
What was that?
Okay, so do you have a preference which side you want to put? Babes, just put yourself in the thing.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. All that which side. And
but you know what it is? She wants to be submissive, innit? She wants to fall in line and be like, babe,
I love that.
What's your side of the bed? Because you know how like people have I have a side. There's no way you're sleeping on a certain side of the bed.
Yeah, the bed, fine. But I just felt that.
Yeah, but when you get off the bed to go to the drawer, you might not want to go left. You might want to go right. And you might have your stuff in your drawer on a certain side or have your t-shirt somewhere. It's I think.
All right, Kiesha, you know what? You've convinced me that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
she's just making sure. You see how a real woman, will make sure in every element things are in that household the way you want it. She's creating that home for that man.
Okay, I'm gonna take that back then. I'm gonna take my hot take back. But I also thought she was doing that because she saw how glued he was to his phone.
What was this?
And I was just like,
was this
brother,
every minute?
If there's something you got to get off your chest, just get off your chest because you're being mad disrespectful to her.
All right, cool. Let's keep it about. I like social media like everyone else, but if I'm with a ting, bun social media.
But he was replying back to emails and stuff. That was the same because of the backlog. Because he's a principal.
Yeah,
the backlog of emails and stuff. However, their emails, if they were there 2 weeks ago, they can wait another day or two.
Principal's on holiday, bro.
Speak to your girl, rub her down. You never know, she might bust it open.
Yeah, bro, he didn't have no game. And he looked bad, like...
Yeah.
Like, it's like, he was just like, he didn't have it, bro.
It's almost like, you know what it felt like? It felt like the holiday romance, where you go on holiday, you meet up with this girl, you lot have the time of your life. You're both in
you come back
in a common place.
Yeah.
And then you get back and you're like,
Because she said, because this is the thing, she said that she basically said she's not attracted to him physically, right? That's how it was in the kitchen. The conversation in the kitchen was like, she's not getting nothing. She's not getting nothing from him. And then he said, I came in one night and I tried to wake you up and with the wood and you weren't reciprocated. First of all, you can't. That's closed. Not like you can't. You can't kind of like you can. I mean, I can get away with it, but
what we're saying is,
I'm not.
Oh God! Time stop that. Yo, time stop that.
What?
Hey, hey, you can't say that on YouTube.
Can you not? Oh, sorry.
woo!
Start again.
So who have we not spoken about then?
All right, let's move on.
Who have we not spoken
Clay
about?
and AD.
Clay and AD.
Okay. Can I cook, please? Cool. No, actually, you know what more? Because I've...
Can I saute the onions?
Yeah. Go ahead. Whoever wants to...
I'm putting the oil in the frying pan.
Go ahead, please.
So, Clay and AD. Clay, he has trauma that he didn't realise he had until he went through this process.
Facts.
A lot of people are saying, oh, you know, well, you shouldn't have gone on the show. He wasn't ready to be a husband, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think he didn't realize he was not ready for a wife until he got in that experiment.
Right. What do you mean? He wasn't being. He didn't realize how serious.
He didn't realize that his trauma, how much it affected him to be, because he wants to be a certain type of man.
Yeah.
But what he didn't realize is that his
ready.
parents' situation has clouded his judgment on what he believes a man or a husband should be.
Right.
Because all he kept saying was like, my dad and my parents, blah, blah.
What did his dad do?
His dad basically used to bringing him around with him. Yeah. Bringing him around the women he was cheating on his mum with.
Yeah.
And he never used to say anything.
But that's the thing. There's no right way or wrong
that
way of
interaction,
cheating. But it's the fact that you're bringing the child that you bred with his mother, with your partner,
and he's just got to not say nothing.
Women.
Yeah.
He never said anything.
Kids aren't stupid,
child.
bruv. That's the biggest problem in society. They think kids are stupid. Kids aren't dumb. They just don't know how to articulate their words.
And to be fair, let's keep it 100. Your parents have a big negative or positive impact on you.
Yeah, 100%. And his main thing, well, I don't know if you guys saw, did you see the interaction between his parents?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was,
I might have fell asleep.
Maybe.
I might have missed that bit.
They had an interaction and the mum basically checked the dad and said, because actually the mum found out during only when the show aired, about him
and
bringing their son. Not the infidelities, but bringing the son around the different women.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she checked the dad there at the wedding, on the wedding day.
Because he tried to say something slick like, you know what, I hope my son finds someone as good as you. And then she was like,
listen.
She kind of said to him, yeah, I know I was good to you, but
you were bad to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, holy moly guacamole.
Yeah. And you can tell she was a good woman. Oh, it is a good woman, sorry.
Yeah. AD was carrying a lot of baggage. Clay was carrying a lot of baggage. AD was definitely ready to do the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I felt really bad for her when he cut. Like, when he cut and that episode and he was like, no, I can't do this. And he walks off. I was like...
I personally do not think AD was ready for marriage either.
No?
Nope.
Why?
Clay didn't know anything about her financial situation.
Well, did she have bread?
Well, she was just ready to just move into his and just enjoy the fruits of his labour.
Right. And complaining about that he didn't spend enough time with her while he was working.
Yeah, but if you want a man that's got and money and got his shit together, then you've got to be his pillar.
But basically,
and she was saying it like, you know, I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off, and or her eyelashes fall off, whatever it is. But you won't get that as a girl.
No, I got that.
They were terrible.
I was just trying my best not to point to that because it was man. You could see them shits from the side.
Yeah, she wasn't ready to be. It sounds so bad. I feel really bad saying it, but she's not ready to be someone's wife.
Okay.
And because
that's interesting.
She just, one, didn't have her own shit together.
Yeah.
And two, she wasn't understand. You see, when he actually left her at the altar and said no, or she walked off or whatever, she led, let me rewind and backtrack. She led a lot with her figure and her body. And, I'm in the gym, Like, she led a lot with that because other stuff was lacking. So I feel like she got him with the physical attraction, and because this is Love is Blind, it just meant that the whole experiment was irrelevant because she was then, when she was in front of him, it was like all about physical attraction.
But then at the reunion, it seemed like there was something there.
Well, this
because
is what I was
he
gonna ask
changed. He changed.
So Kiesha, if you're AD, based on everything he told you at the altar,
I'd understand.
And then after, when it was just you two alone in the room where she got ready in the midst of stuff and all that, I hope they ate that food, man. That food looked good in there.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
That spread was all right. But he said to her, I'm not going anywhere. I just can't do the marriage thing.
Yeah.
As a woman.
She said right there, no, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. But she was obviously highly emotional in that moment, which is very understandable.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Very understandable. But at the same time, I got what he meant was, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I am not ready to be the man that you need me to be.
Yeah.
If a man said that to me, well, you guys know I was engaged and I was with somebody. If I had that conversation before, I would have appreciated that so much more because you're just being honest and be like, babe, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I am not ready. Rather than lead you down the path blind, then get to like be married and whatever and be like, no, I'm not ready for that, that or that.
Yeah.
I think what he did was very honourable and there needed to be more understanding as to why he said no.
I think Clay was very in tune with who he was as a human. And I didn't, like, originally I thought you're making excuses about your father and all that sort of stuff. But then
I thought that in the beginning as well, actually.
As I got on and I understood the whole situation a little bit more, I was like, right, he actually articulated himself very well on the show. He made his points very potent. He explained, like even in the reunion, and explained, he's like, look, I know I upset you and I know certain things I did wasn't right.
He's aware.
But he was very aware of who he was, and I respected that. I really did respect the way that he came across on the show. And that's all you can do. Like,
and he said that he went to he's having therapy.
Yeah, he went,
and he's trying to deal with the shit that he's gone through. And I really applaud him. I think he's done really, really well. And there just needs to be more grace for him.
100%.
And the fact that AD doesn't want to, like, for me personally, I would have waited for him because he's everything that she wants, but he's just not ready right now.
Yeah.
And he said it. Yeah, and he said it. He said, I'm not going anywhere, blah, blah, blah. But she's out there, dates, this, that, and the other. Fine, do your thing because you're going to lose something. You're going to lose that man. And that man is a good man, you can tell. He's a good man, Savannah.
And I feel like even he's going through his therapy and all of that stuff, it's only going to make him stronger. It's only going to make him more in tune.
Is going to have
Gallon.
people queuing.
Yeah. Oh, the sympathy squad for him?
Yeah, the sympathy squad.
Sorry.
The sympathy squad that they got for him is amazing.
It's not even the sympathy thing. It's actually recognizing, I think we touched on this last episode, having the platform for men to be able to actually say what they want to say. The fact that he said he's dealing with his demons and trauma on a show in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And he's saying, look, I am not ready as a man. I fucked up. I've got trauma. I need to deal with it.
Yeah.
Is such a, like, I don't know. It's so good because he was even speaking to that other guy that was on the show once, wasn't he? The black couple that was sitting in the front. I've forgotten them.
Yeah, who just like...
They had a moment because he could understand and relate. But he was right in saying, you know, I didn't feel like I was ready, but my woman helped me become that man that I needed to be as a husband, which maybe that could work for them.
Yeah.
But I just don't think AD is the person for him.
Yeah, and I felt like she should have met him halfway in that respect. While because the worst, what's the worst? The other scenario, he said I do, and it only works out for like 2-3 months.
Yeah, it all goes.
So I felt like she, while I understand in the heat of the moment, she's like, "Get out of my face, brother." But I felt like she should have met him halfway in regards to like, all right, cool. You know what? I need time to deal with this, and then let's have a conversation at some point. As opposed to running and going on dates with Matthew, who just looks like he's got a few bodies on his hands. And I didn't like the fact he didn't finish off the plant in fritters, bro. What was that about, bro?
Jiggy, body.
So is there anyone else we need to talk about? Is that everyone?
I think that was everybody.
That was it?
Yeah, that was everybody.
What about Sarah? How do you think Sarah played her hand?
She got cooked.
Yeah.
She got cooked on the show because obviously she sent that text. She just wasn't.
She wasn't gonna run it better.
But
then she could have DM Laura and say, "Laura, I need to speak to you."
Yeah,
listen, I can't. While I accept what's happened, but I still feel like me and him had a connection, and then let him.
She didn't handle it right. She didn't handle the situation right. But I can understand why she did reach out to Jeremy because
she might think that that's her soulmate. That might be her love of her life. She's like, I'm not losing it over.
Yeah. But it's the way she went about it.
The man made his choice already. So you kind of look desperate.
Yeah, you did. She did come across a little bit.
Yeah, and they bullied on the reunion.
Can we quickly before we sign out on Love Is Blind? How did What was my name of the mullet that got cooked?
Oh
Trevor.
my gosh.
Trevor.
You know the mad thing was,
My guy
I was
looked like he's gonna cry.
I was like, yo, Chelsea, you made the wrong decision. Like, when it was happening, I was like, yo, you need to get with this Trevor done because he's been consistent with you. Jimmy's been like, well...
Yeah, Jimmy had a couple
You
of
see how
tips.
she tried to play like, it was a sign. That's why it didn't work out. That's why.
Yeah,
no.
nah.
Don't try it. Try it.
In the reunion
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, don't try it.
it.
Don't try it. You're full of shit.
Yeah.
About, always just on to Jimmy about, are you okay? And do you think I'm pretty? And are you attracted to me? And it felt like she was just using sex to keep him around.
You know
to the
it
point where
is?
Jimmy was like, you just keep throwing that thing at me. I
She's
ain't
very
really on it
insecure.
like that.
She's very insecure. Obviously, do you remember the interaction between him and AD
Oh, wow.
when he said, "Oh yeah, she's got cheeks."
But she kind of assisted
Right,
that,
right.
you know?
So let me say, this is where I had my first problem with that girl was because woman, girl, whatever, is Megan, because he told her like, oh yeah, she's stacked.
Yeah.
To her.
Pancakes, yeah.
Next thing she's saying it out loud.
Yeah.
And then going, oh, you gave her so much attention. I was just there by the bar by myself. Do you know what I did? I actually watched back that part of the episode.
Yeah.
And she chose to take herself all the way down to the other bit of the beach or bar or whatever and seclude herself to be like, oh, poor me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling
Women
I'm
like that
feeling
are so
sick.
dangerous.
Yeah.
She's so dangerous. And also, AD wouldn't be having a conversation with your man if you didn't go, so-and-so said that you're...
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a setup. She set him up to go speak to
Because
AD.
she was insecure and didn't like the fact that he said it. If she and then when they got home, what's wrong? Saying to him, what's wrong? When really she has the problem.
Yeah.
She was like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And she goes, well, I just find it funny how, like immediately straight away, she knew.
See those situations I just couldn't tolerate. And there's
That's from when he should have just zipped it.
Yeah, there's a
because
lot of things that
was dangerous.
And that's the thing with men, what we have to do as men, and I think we're going to conclude here, is that we don't see red flags enough in women, and vice versa, women too. We just don't know how to make choices, the right choices in our partners. Like we see things, like we're watching Love is Blind, we're watching the people on there making a ton of mistakes, and let's not get twisted, they're not kids. Some of them have been married, some of them have children, some of them have situations, but it's like, don't you learn from these things? And I get it, it's a show. The producers are probably in your ear and certain things and all of them things there, but still stand on your 10 toes and go, look, this is not what I tolerate and this is what I tolerate. And if most people did that in relationships, you'd have better ones, and you wouldn't be wasting your time with most people.
You have to go through the process and filter out the bullshit. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
Like you're not just gonna, some people are lucky enough to just find their person and then you're just happy.
Yeah, I didn't like the overusage of "let's go." Like that was getting too much, bro.
Yeah,
like
it's American thing, though.
Everything was I'm going to the bathroom. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
and
another.
AD was doing a bit too much at the reunion for me. Just with them little ad libs and coming across very
Ghetto.
Yeah, and I was like, AD got relaxed, and the outfit as well. While AD is got a nice build in her, I just felt like that outfit was just a little.
Ooh.
Which one?
At the reunion, AD.
Sparkly dress, see-through?
With the pastels. That was a little, considering everyone else, and she just stuck out like a sore thumb. Like, Jessica had a little thing, she's showing the cleavage to show Jimmy, like, I brought
There's being classy and then there's just being outright ratchet.
Yeah.
Well, listen, all the people that have listened to this have got spoilers and ain't watched
Sorry.
it. That's your business.
That's your business.
Yeah.
Season 6, the reunion's out, so you must have watched it by
exactly.
now.
But drop something in the comment section. Let us know who your favorite couples. Let us know who your favorite couples were or your least favorite couples, and don't just say.
And who was you disappointed that didn't work out?
Yeah, that's why she's here.
It's the Tracy and Morgan Show.
Yeah. Should be love. Fight for